everyone.
Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Hi everyone, how are you today? Come on in. How's everyone doing? I should push IG back just a little because I've got some food to show you. And I don't know if you could see it. This is called a soul orange. Hi, Apollina. Hi, Jessica. It's called the soul orange. I never had a soul orange. I did clean it, okay? And I'm a little weirdo. I clean everything with detergent. I don't care. I'm a little weirdo. So, if you're going to eat collard greens at my house, they're going to be cleaned with detergent. And I don't eat chitlins, so must be a big seed in here. Does anybody know what a soul orange is? I started to do it this way, and then I changed my mind. I should have. Oh, it looks like a mango. Is it a mango? It's a cross between mango and orange. So good. It's a cross between mango and orange. Good morning. I like this new schedule. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you so much. Oh Lord, now I gotta hit this guy up to let him know. When I try a new fruit, oh my God, I love fruit. He only gave me one. Why? Why would you only give me one? He gave me a bag full of lime, and I love lime. He doesn't know this. I love lime. He doesn't know it. God knew it. God was like, get her some limes. Iron Dreamer, are we on for today? So good. All right, let me do one more. Oh my God. It's called soul fruit. Does anybody know this fruit? God. See, I'm the type I like to eat the skin. It's too good to stop. Guys, come with me today at, I don't know what time. What time? I'm open. This brings me so much happiness. I am not hard to please. Hi, Melissa. Child, we're not getting to the reading until I feel like I've had a fill of this fruit right here. We can't even get to the reading. What time? 5:30? 5:30 Eastern? Come join me at 5:30 Eastern with my segment I like to call Meet the Group Mates. Oh, I'm gonna change it now. Meet the group mates, right? I'll change it now. Because the group mates that are in the book club, they're amazing. They're amazing. And I'm introducing them to you all slowly. Tuesday. Alan Dreamer is up today at 5:30 Eastern. So don't forget. Come be with us and look at the topic that we are going to read on. And all of the group mates are preparing for their own readings with you. Okay, Paris, come on in. You've been procrastinating coming in anyway. I can't wait. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I know I didn't tell you guys yet. I have to tell you a secret. Come join us 5:30 this evening. Now, I'm not supposed to have fruit so early in the morning. It's a sugar thing. But, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, food is a whole orgasm for me. Now, if a man wants to take care of me, a man needs to feed me. And I'm dead serious. I will not deviate from that. And let me tell you something, even this one right here that gave me the fruit in the line. I saw him Sunday, and he goes, "We're going to get together." And I was like, "Uh-huh." And he goes, "You want to go out for breakfast?" Yeah. And he goes, "Okay." Okay. I'm not deviating. If you can't feed me, you can't be my man. If you can't bring fish home with me with the head cut off, because around here they keep the head on, but I don't know what to do with the head unless you can cook the head. Unless you're the type of man that can cook the fish with the head on for me, I'm down. But if you can't bring a fish in my house, if you can't take me out, what is wrong with you people? What is dating protocol in the Caribbean? What is it with the men in my age bracket? What is it? Is it barbaric? You just grab the woman by the hair and you're like, "You're mine"? What is it? What is it, men? Because they all do the same thing. Because I'm very consistent with the men. They're like, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, let's go out to dinner. Let's go out. And they all go, absolutely. And then nothing. No, you have to feed me. And you have to introduce me to something maybe I've never had. You have to introduce me to Caribbean food, something I've never had. I don't know what's going on now here, but I can't be so bothered. Okay. It's a different kind of love and consideration when there's food involved. Right. Feed me. Feed me. I'm like that plant. Feed me. I'm like that plant, Little House of Horrors. Actually, you don't want to make me upset when I'm hungry. If I'm hungry and I'm upset, you upset me? That goes for anybody. I do become that plant. Hi, Adriana. Hi, Yvette. All right. I just spent 10 minutes talking about food and eating soul orange. Hello. Okay. We got some issues today. Don't forget to join me today, 5:30 Eastern. If anybody wants to join me on a topic, you are free to join me. Let me just tell you what the topics are. The first topic is the Queen's home got vandalized. They vandalized the Queen's home. Now, we are not going to go into details. Hi, Kelsey's. We are not going to go into details, but this is a real problem now, guys. This is a problem. They are making a big statement to the royals that they don't like them. There's a whole movement of sympathy for Prince Harry and Meghan now. The tides have turned. And they left on a wall. I mean, they didn't spell it right. Wait, what is this? Man, when you come to work looking sloppy, you ever did that? Come to work looking sloppy. On a big wall, they put pedo something. Pedo. Let's see if I have the picture. They put pedo something. Pedo lives here or something like that. It was so sad. Oh, darn it. I'm so mad at myself when I don't keep the pictures. Oh, I sent it to someone, though. Hold on. I sent it to someone. Oh, no, I didn't. You know why I didn't send it to her? Because I'm very sensitive, and I don't want her to think that I'm, like, sending her all the bad news from the UK when she lives in the UK. So I was like, I'm not going to send it to her. Doesn't matter. Pedo lives here or something like that. So the UK is turning on Boris, and they're turning on the royal family. What's left, people? What's left but a new election? All right. Jamie Lynn Spears is not going on a book tour. And I remember saying in one of my readings, I have to go back and find it, I was like, good luck on that book tour. I think she listens to me. I think she's following me. I think she's listening to me. And I think she was like, yeah, I'm not going on this book tour. Because I don't see how you could win. And then I was watching something from Sloan last night. Let me tell you something. If you're not following Sloan, follow Sloan. He is adorable. Let me see if I can find him and look at my history. Look at the video history. Oh, look at the video Alexa Nicholas from Sloan, SLO4N. And she tells a story about Jamie Lynn Spears trying to make friends with her. They really haven't seen each other in like 15 plus years. She's trying to backtrack. This woman, Alexa, was like, you know what? So much time has passed. I'm a new wife. I'm a new mom. Like, I don't want this bullshit either. And so she decided to make amends. And something about sending her a beautiful gift, but then something else came behind it. And Jamie Lynn Spears sent her her book where she put Alexa in the book and wasn't nice to Alexa in the book. Alexa is one of the co-stars in Zoe 101 that had a horrible, horrible experience on that show. All right. Yeah, I think Britney's clap back is what made Jamie back down. I think Jamie was like, all right, this isn't going the way I had hoped. Remember, guys, this book was made when Britney was still under the conservatorship. Jamie Lynn thought she had an edge. No one expected for the magic to work. No one. And so she wrote the book believing This was never going to end. And look a here. Look a here. All right? So I'm concerned about Jamie's overall character as a woman, as a friend, as a mother, as a wife. I think what you're displaying is very toxic, and I think it's very, it's so protective that you're forgetting that other people matter. And I think you're going to begin to have signs of trouble in your marriage. I think this obsession with Brittany is disgusting. And I think you all. So, who wants to talk with me about any of these topics? You're more than welcome to talk. Oh, questions from, oh, that's a new thing now. Who wants to talk with me? I said I was going to post the link to invite guests. Let me see something. Invite a guest. I can post it. I could do it this way. Last but not least, let me just send this over to my iPad. If you guys want to talk with me on IG, go ahead. This here, that's the way I could do it for now. I don't know how the other bloggers do it. I'm not sophisticated enough. I don't know enough people to help me. What is this? Why didn't it show up? It didn't show up. Let's do it one more time. Same time keeps showing up every day. Please join me. Please work. Oh, there you go. Add. Oh, by the way, there's another fake page out there. On my page, I show my text number. If my text number does not appear at the top, it's not me. Remember that, guys. If it doesn't appear, it's not me. Does Brittany need our help again? No, Brittany's fine. So that's the number if you want to come join me. Excuse me. And you put it in the bar up top. Hi, Only Amber. How are you? Hi, Beautiful Conundrum. How are you? Oh, you did. Oh, was that you, Amber? Was that you this morning? Thank you, sweetie. I'm going to report them on PayPal. Because let me tell you something. PayPal does not play. PayPal, don't mess with PayPal. They will block you and you will never get your account back. I promise you. So when you took her PayPal number, I was like, oh, okay. I know what to do. And thank you for reporting. Do you guys have the information? Good morning, Miss Tabby Tab. What a cute name. Miss Tracy, do you see the outcome of Tasha K and Cardi B? No, and I don't want to see it. Cardi B is winning. No, I don't want to see it because Cardi B is taking control of her life. And she's not letting some trash like Tasha K ruin her. And she is suing her. And she is making Tasha K be responsible for the trash that comes out of Tasha K's mouth. No, I'm not doing a reading on that because I don't want to give Tasha K any attention. Cardi is fine. Cardi and Cardi's team are killing it right now. Y'all don't have to worry about Cardi. Let me tell you something. Y'all worry about Tasha K. Because she got them federal charges still. Did y'all forget about them federal charges? She got federal charges. Tasha K going to jail. Tasha K, it does. It's Tasha K. Let me tell you something. Okay, see, this is why we have to talk show, so we could talk. Tasha K tried to ruin daytime tea time. She's not talking about it, so I will. Try to ruin her. Try to ruin her marriage. Try to call her out her face. Really? Tasha K tried to ruin Lovely T. Didn't work. Tasha K tried to ruin Jason Lee. He called her out last night. Do you know what I mean? And my biggest concern right now is Storm Moreau. Because Tasha K is acting like some mentor, some mother bullshit. And I feel like Storm is caught up in gratitude to her. Let me tell you something. There's different ways to benefit from people if you want to benefit, right? So that tells me he's under contract with Tasha K. And no matter what amount of money he makes, she benefits from it. I'm not against that. I think that is a business empire. I have concerns that her empire is controlling and that you have to do what she says, how she says it. I think if you're a growing young man, I think you should give yourself permission to make mistakes. I think you should give yourself permission to discover yourself. I've seen Storm come out of his spirit and be more happy. Was some things inappropriate? Yeah, but all of IG is inappropriate. And for her to tell Storm how inappropriate he was being when she cusses like a sailor and she ruins people's lives, like, what's the measure, Tasha? What's the measure? You are pathetic and trying to impress upon all of us that Storm's not doing the right thing. I'm not going to tell all his business. And yet she told a lot of his business yesterday on the video that I saw. I saw it yesterday. She is pathetic. And she's going to go down quicker than Wendy Williams. And I believe she had an amazing empire. And she abused it. And then I was on somebody else's YouTube. Let me see if I can find her name. She's so cute. These are new people that I'm finding. So I'll just share it with you. It was Tisa Tells. Tisa Tells. Tisa said that in court, her husband had to go against her. And Tisa believes it was due to, with Cardi B, he had to go against his wife because somehow or another they need to separate the wife from the brand. And so he had to go against her to save the brand and to show people that it was Tasha. And I get that from a legal standpoint. However, she's the brand and the person. So what are you guys setting up? Is there something being set up so that the brand Tasha K survives? And is there going to be a new host? Because the brand makes money. The brand makes buku dollars on YouTube. Why YouTube lets her get away with all that disgusting cursing, I have no idea. YouTube lets me get away with nothing. Nothing. They are so quick to say I cannot be monetized for a video. Do you know what I mean? The energy you put out, thank you, Oni Dawn, comes right back on you. You sow blessings and kindness, you get it back. You sow trash, God is the trash man and handles that too. Girl. You know, I saw somewhere in my study of this whole Tasha K thing yesterday that he has his contract is ending soon or something. But if you look at the video, it's called At Storm Road by Tasha K. Not that I'm trying to give her more views. She talks about making contracts with people. She's talking about creating new contracts where people are not allowed to sleep with each other. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? If I come into your company and I like somebody, I'm going to date that person. Now, whether or not one of us has to quit, okay, I got that. Because he going to quit. I understand that. But you can't just put that in a clause. I work for big corporations. You can't put that in a clause. I promise you, Tasha K, you can't put that in a clause. You need to disclose it so that the company doesn't have a lawsuit when you two idiots break up. Because you know that's going to happen. And the HR is like, oh my God, you're both dating? Okay, but one's a subordinate, one. Okay, so I need to transfer someone. Someone has to get transferred. Do you see the difference? But no company is allowed to put a clause in like that. You get sued for that shit. You're unprofessional, bitch. You don't know what you're doing, but making easy YouTube money and turned it into a business. I get that. But you're disgusting, Tasha K. You're a whole disgusting fruit that is rotten. And you are corrupting the people around you. Then this whole Chelsea girl. Who is this Chelsea girl? And why do we need to know that Chelsea slept with Vaughn? I am so disgusted right now. And then she slept with him, not realizing he was full on gay. Full on gay. He just prostitutes himself out to feel safe. And somehow or another, Chelsea gave up her apartment. She got 2 apartments. And she got a Mercedes. Fuck everyone that wants to call out their money during a pandemic. No one should have 2 apartments in a pandemic. Unless you're Elon Musk. It is trifling trash to announce she has 2 apartments and a Mercedes. Do you know how much it costs to fill up a Mercedes right now? Probably $300. Shut up. That kind of bragging is 2019. It ain't Omicron. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. It is disgusting. And she's disgusting. And do I want to do a reading on her and Cardi? No, Cardi got this. Cardi's a Libra. She paired herself with the right people. Cardi's good. All right? I'm just going to sit back and watch Tasha go to jail on federal charges because that's the next thing. And you know what about federal? They don't even rush. Federal's like, oh, she's got this case. We're just going to let her finish out this case. We already know what we're doing with her. Federal, you go to jail. Make a plea deal, Tasha. Don't make this into a skeptical. Make a plea deal, go to jail for a year, come back out, be a better person. That would be my prayer to you. I hope your husband is here waiting for you. I said it. I said it. Oh my gosh, she has no morals. No morals. Hi, AB, good morning. She's disgusting. All right, talking about disgusting people. Oh my God, why are these people existing in my life right now? Mary Cosby? Does anybody watch Real House? I knew it. I didn't want to watch it last year. I didn't watch it last year. This year I watch it. Mary Cosby. Now, talk about the research I need to do on this crazy bitch. Somehow or another, her church is a cult. But we kind of know that churches can be cults, right? We kind of know. We go to church and we're like, yes, preach, 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 brother. And then we had that other brother, talking about brother, the hood pastor. What's his name? The hood pastor that put spit in his brother's eye during the COVID. You know, his brother cringed. Did anybody see that? Even though his brother was prepared for it, he cringed. And the hood pastor, what's his name? Mike Todd. The hood, thank you. Thank you, Kira. Oh, wow, she's not doing herself any good by the way she's handling it. Oh, no, mahogany, no. The hood pastor, that's what I'm going to call him from now on. Mike Todd, the hood pastor, was trying to make a point from the Bible when Jesus spit and made the blind man see. But Jesus was Jesus. And you are a hood pastor. And God was up there going, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't know what you're doing. And God was like, Jesus, look at this. This is a new one. And lo and behold, his poor brother could. These are the mega churches out there that you all are following. Stop. COVID shut all the churches down for a reason. And no one's picking up on that memo. They're not doing right by you. I see churches getting money to refurbish their church. One of my group mates, Beautiful Conundrum, always says, there's a church in every corner, but you never, ever see what they're doing and what they're donating to the community. I was very lucky. I feel like I was very lucky to come from a Presbyterian church, Emmanuel Presbyterian, where I volunteered at the food bank. And during the pandemic, the food bank grew. It grew. I think they said that they were serving 1,000 people a day. They went from every Saturday. I stopped during the pandemic. I was like, nope, I'm too old. They're like, do you want to? Nope, I'm too old. I'm going to self-isolate, and that's that. and they went from 1 day a week on Saturday to like 3 days a week. That's what your church should be doing, and not spitting in your brother's eye. You should be telling me that your church is doing this for your community. You should be able to tell me that. I should hear it from Joel Osteen's church. I should hear it from any mega church, because you guys get money. You guys get tithes. This is disgusting what I'm finding from these people. I can't take it anymore. God shut down the churches on purpose. They still need to be shut down because they are not learning their lessons. They are forgetting their purpose, and they use God. 6 on my block. Beautiful conundrums like 6. 6 on my block, and they don't even street clean. You are better off not going to church. You are better off learning spirituality from TikTok. Because these churches, they're not doing their job. They're not doing their job. 2 things happened when COVID hit. And it was very symbolic to me. Everybody else missed it. That church in Washington State, that choir, all got COVID. That was the first sign that it was in Washington State. Right after that, Notre Dame blew up. Went on fire. And I was like, God, what is that? And right after that, everything shut down. And that includes the churches. They're not teaching you. They're not doing right by you, the people. They are keeping you dumbed down. That's the black churches are keeping you dumbed down for black vernacular. The white churches are keeping you dumbed down, and you're separated. You don't even know how to get along. I'm just saying. Best learn from TikTok. I'm saying. Because I think it's interesting how TikTok grew during the pandemic. Fuck out of here. All that is God. No one sees it. All of it is God. Fuck out of here. I swear to God, when I get to heaven, I'm going to be like, okay, listen. I don't need to go through no pearly gates. We need to talk. Was I wrong about this? Was I wrong about that? Did I hit the mark when I said this? Jesus, let's go over the book. Pull the videotape up. Was I wrong there, Jesus? Jesus is gonna be like, no, you weren't wrong. What do you think I went through? Jesus is gonna say, girl, you got it easy. I was like, oh yes, you're right. I had it easy. Not much has changed from Jesus' days, guys. Ignorance lives. Thank you, Mahogany. That's very profound. Mahogany says, God removed the building, meaning churches, to see, will they seek me or will they listen to me? But people still don't get it, right? People don't get it. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. You gotta live. You gotta live now. And everybody that saw that pastor spit and put that on his brother, every congregant should have walked out. You have rights, people, in your church. Yeah. Okay, so I say that to say, thank you, Nisi. Thank you. Well, okay, you're getting it, Casey. Casey says, I commented on the same thing. Notre Dame burnt to the ground for a reason. COVID hit, God is mad. COVID is God. Right? Y'all expect for COVID to be like all, y'all expect God to be like, oh, poor you. Did your boyfriend leave you? Do you have money problems? That's what y'all expect God to do. Does your parent treat you that way? Doesn't your parent say, girl, you are 30. You need to be better than this. You need to work better than this. You need to operate. Don't you say that to your children? That's what God is saying to you. So no pity party here, but God got your back because there are times when we are just out of pocket. God understands that. But you can't be out of pocket and expect God to understand just you, and you let a homeless person go by as you're driving and they're holding out their hand for some money and you don't give it, and then you say you don't give it because you know he's going to spend it on liquor. Who am I talking to today? But you want God to have sympathy on you when your man treats you wrong, when your woman treats you wrong. Get out of here. Who's $1,000 for tithes and offerings? What is that? Okay, I love that angel photo. I shared it with my group. It was so beautiful. I got it. It was gorgeous. Good girl, Patricia. I'm so glad you're back at work. I turned 50 and the world flipped. Right. I think you're right, Nisi. And are we part of that evil? Are we as a collective a part of the evil that is? COVID's not going to go away until we get it. And if we don't get it, more is coming. That's all I have to say. But we have to get it. And guess what? I'm not talking to Americans. I'm talking to people all over the world. There's some mean cultures out there. Terrible to women. Terrible. So don't think I've got a tunnel vision of an American mind. I don't. I just don't want to list it. I don't want to call out all the cultures. I don't want to call out the disgusting thing that happened in China with, if the firstborn was a girl. No, I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that anymore. I want you all to understand it's beyond you. COVID went all over the world because it's beyond your radius of 20 miles. Oh, Nisi, write that stuff down. Write down anything you see. Hi, Saji. Hi, Catherine. So Mary, we got on this whole thing because of Mary Cosby, who for 2, 3, 4 years, I don't even know, had this church. And this year, somebody said in his church, I don't know if he took out a mortgage or something to help fund her church, and somehow or another, it was the group labeled it a cult, or the guy that took out the mortgage, and he was actually afraid to speak out loud about it, but it got caught on camera. Mary didn't know all this was being caught on camera until she saw it come back on camera. So now she's not going to be at the reunion, but I hope that does not exonerate her from the producers speaking on what we know this year about her. She's not going to be there. She doesn't want to answer to it. She shut her church down and took off the signage. Mary, how do you shut a church down so quickly if it wasn't a cult? And then Mary's parents are speaking out against Mary, and they are saying that, yeah, her church is a cult. And they didn't even authorize her being married to her grandfather or her grandmother's husband. Some weird shit. Just weird. And Mary looks psycho. Mary looks like a narcissist. Yeah, beautiful conundrum. Yeah, we should talk about that. We should talk about that separate, because that's not the first time you said that Kris Jenner has a church too. She also has a lawsuit against somebody that was her bodyguard that she slept with, and they both have sexual claims against each other. Mahogany! Oh my God, okay. Mahogany. You didn't know. You didn't know. Okay, so Mary Cosby is married to her step-grandfather. That her grandmother said, when I die, I want you to marry my husband. And she had children with this man. No kidding. It's a true story. You guys didn't know? Oh, 2 mega churches. What state is that? Texas? Is it Texas? She settled what case? Who's that? Yeah, it's not just Afghanistan. It's India too. It's not just Afghanistan. When I talk about disgusting, ways that every culture has that God is sick of. Beautiful conundrum. Why is you guys didn't know? Oh my God. Okay, I gotta do a whole video on Mary. No, let me get pictures and stuff. I know it's exquisite. I know, sweetie. Just block her. I have a fake page again. Oh, she's sending me something else. Oh, good. What is this? It's beautiful. Oh, all right. I'll take a look at this. Thank you, exquisite. I don't know what this is, but it's beautiful. All right. Oh, she sent me a lot of stuff. All right. I'll take a look. Okay. Are you listening to me? Did Kris settle the case? When? Because I just saw this show up recently. Wait, can you please touch on... No, Mahogany. We're talking about Mary Cosby. No. I almost had a full meltdown at that stuff. Let's stay focused on Mary Cosby, who married her grandfather. Her step-grandfather. Oh, but Kris did settle the case? Okay. Oh. All right, let me turn this off. I don't know what's happening here. Yes, you have. Yeah, I know. I have a fake page. I was messaged from it this evening. Yeah. I know. I have a fake page. Don't be fooled by the fake page. If y'all send that page money, good luck. Because she's actually taking from your friends and saying to your friends. So it's not just you. They're going to look at your followings. Thank you, beautiful conundrum. She's like, that's a whole other issue. I got it. Just Google, she was RH. What's RH of Salt Lake City? I don't know what RH is. Oh, was there an affair too? Oh, you got to send me a DM on that. Mary Cosby had an affair? Ooh, let me know. All right, bottom line is, Mary Cosby shut down her cult church. You cannot drink the Kool-Aid from Mary Cosby's church anymore. All right. That's everything I have for you guys. I now know I got to do a whole thing on Mary Cosby. That should be really fun. I was going to do a reading here on Mary Cosby, but no, there are things you all just don't know. And I just need to report on everything. So we're going to do some research, get my facts straight. And then, by the way, I can tell which one of you are watching Salt Lake City. By the way, they make no money. They make like less than 2,000 an episode. What is that? All right. What is that? Pretty. You don't think what is true? The grandfather thing is true, if that's what you're saying. The grandfather thing is true. Thank you, Mahogany. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid from a lot of these churches. You know where God resides? God resides in you. And how you operate God inside of you depends upon your higher vibrating self. If God resides in you and you're operating from a low vibrational stuff, everything will affect you. Everything anybody says, your relationships, how you operate, how you scream and yell, right? All right. When you learn to raise your vibration, which is probably one of the hardest things you're going to do if you've never been taught, right? When you raise your vibration, people no longer get to you. Today, if I scream and yell, it's calculated. If I scream and yell. I had a screaming match back in November. It was calculated. Because I needed to let somebody know you are fucking with the wrong person. Because apparently, me being subdued led people to believe that I was a pushover. And it led them to believe that for years. And so if I scream and yell, it's on purpose. And that too is operating from a higher vibration. I don't know. You know, sometimes when you're a prophet, sometimes you walk alone, to be honest with you. I don't know if a prophet can be a part of a team, right? Sometimes you just walk alone. Sometimes you have to navigate the messages by God, by what God gives you. I think if you work in a church as a prophet, you're actually being told what to do. That's just me. Do you touch how to raise your vibration? Can you teach us, Tracy? Oh, child. Yeah, it can be taught. It can. It's more mental than anything because as you're learning to change your vibration, God will give you challenges, right? So as you're learning to be better, operate more serene, raise your vibration, you'll go on a trip and somebody will get up in your face at the airport and that's your test. You don't know it's your test. So you go back to being the original low vibrational person that you were. And that shit comes out and your ass winds up in jail. So can it be taught? Yes. Yes, it can be taught. But it takes time and willingness to understand how important it is to change your vibration, especially for Black folks, because we were taught to scream and yell. So we can look at that someday. Oh my God, I agree. You have to work on hearing God's voice and doing the work on your own and not just punching the clock for church on Sundays. Yeah. Yeah. And church doesn't give you reprieve from the nasty person that you are all week. Right? It doesn't give you reprieve, right? All week you have to be working on those things. Again, the test is always there, right? like when a guy comes up to you, I had this the other day. One person said, "Can I have $5?" And I said, "Let me go inside and I'll come out with money." So I don't keep money on me. So I went inside, I came out with the $5, very specific. And she's so cute because she's like, "I'm going to, I get paid, I'm going to give it back to you." I always go, "Don't worry," because she's done this before. I go, "Don't worry," which I'm saying, I don't want the obligation. I don't want you to owe me, right? But I don't quite say it that way. As I'm giving her the money, another guy, and it felt invasive, another guy comes up to me and he goes, "Do you have money?" Now, I remember him from before because he came up to me, he said, "Do you have money?" I pulled out $1. And then he said, "Do you have more than $1?" To me, that felt invasive. I actually did have more than $1, but I didn't like the invasiveness of it, right? Now, is that something I need to be working on? Absolutely. But I'm telling you what I went through. And so, because he insisted upon more than $1, that's when I was like, this is all I have, right? So I'm giving the $5 to the woman, and he comes up, same guy with the $1, and he goes, "Do you have money?" And I said, "I really don't. I just gave her my last." But he moved forward toward me and asked me again, and my nerves got shot to pieces. And I said, "I don't have it." And I just got shot to pieces. I think one of the things that's happening here with me is I can't be seen like I got money, right? So when he saw me giving her money, I felt like he made a beeline to me to get, like, I'm walking everywhere, everywhere. So I don't want you to think that I have money, but I also just didn't like the aggressive. I don't like aggression. And maybe that was a test. I don't know sometimes. I am trying my best. I don't know. But I'm justifying it by saying I give often, but just in this 2 instances with this one man, I was like, no, no. This is in front of supermarket. There's a whole supermarket full of people. Go find somebody else. That's what I'm saying today. I didn't say it at the time. My nerves just got so frazzled. And then I walked away and I said, "God, I don't know if that was a test, but I just can't do this. I can't continuously do this." So sometimes you might fail a test, but you just have to review the video when you get up there. Okay, God, the homeless man was it? Damn, I knew it. Damn it. All right, God, that's a strike, yeah. Actually, it's very safe here, to be honest with you. It's very safe. I just have a different perspective. I'm from America, the US. I have things that went on over there that I'm bringing here. And to take that out is a problem, right? Like, there was a horse tied up in the projects, and I was in a taxi, and I was like, why would there be a horse at the projects? And the guy looks at me and he goes, "This isn't the States." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "This is the Caribbean. Somebody in the projects will have a horse." And I was like, oh, right, right. So to take out everything that I've ever been taught over there is so different over here. So, no, I don't carry fear. I'm not worried. Like, these aren't the same people over there. I just have to remember that. Thank you, Island Dreamer. His aggression was a challenge for me. And it's not like I get to come home and tell someone what happened. I only have myself to deal with and God. And that is where some of the problem lies. And then I tell others, like, I'm going to isolate, I'm going to self-isolate because of the COVID. And people choose not to understand what that means to me. To me, I'm self-isolating for me. But then I would have people say, but that means you don't trust God, because if you're going to get the COVID, you're going to get the COVID. But it's not about that. It's so much bigger than that. When you are alone in a new place. I got a lot that I'm going through, guys. And I'm managing. I'm trying to manage. I'm just discussing this with you because it's really hard to do right by God. And to know that you're doing the right things. And are you making mistakes? Are you feeling guilty when somebody's aggression is upon you? In any case, how did we get here? Alright, I'm gonna stop. Stop. Alright. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mahogany. Thank you, Casey. Oh, hell no, Renee. I am not homesick. No, it's not about being homesick. America's a rough place, so no, it's not about being homesick. It's about the newness of it all and how to organize newness. And it takes 18 months to get used to a new environment. It takes 18 months. I've only been here since September. And no car. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And the guy's aggression was bothersome for me. Thank you, guys. I gotta stop them because next. Hold on, Tracy. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know where that came from. Close. I don't know where that came from, but I'm going to get going. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Be kinder to yourself. You're doing great. I know. Thank you. A different path when you're charging forward in faith, especially blind faith. You're just trusting God, himself, herself. Yes. Thank you, everyone. We come in to visit. You have to, especially when I create that healing center. We have to have this healing center, so that gives you all a really good reason to visit and a way to raise your vibrations, right? It's going to be okay. Thank you for the hugs. Good health. Yes, Island Dreamer. Yes, please fight him for me. Oh, thank you for CHANGO energy, CHANGO. Thank you. I love that. Cry and cleanse your soul. Thank you. You talk to us. We are here especially for you via YouTube, your emotion for that person showed your connection with God to see and feel love. Thank you. All right, guys. Love you. Dashikis and bonnets. Bye.